EA Sports and the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defense. It feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the W.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the kicking game, the return game, generate a turnover or a big kick return? Sometimes that little slight advantage is all you need to tip the scales in your favor.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
I think this is something that we can expect the rest of the day here, Mike, in the passing game. They love getting the running back involved early. And I think until the defense shows they got a plan to take him away, expect them to continue to find ways to get him involved in the passing game.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. The shotgun, a throw from Milton. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground. And they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
One too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throw once more, here's Milton. That's taken in by Achan. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
So in these 3rd and short, 3rd and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have 4th down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging 4th down decision.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A huge play on 4th down. 39 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Let's go now. Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They'll go with him again. Been a nice opening drive. It's led to this from the 5, 3rd down and goal. Working out of the gun is Milton. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown, Dallas.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. It's up and good. Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead.
Steelers, nothing. Jason Myers set to kick off.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Here's Dart. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And we're not going to have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Achak. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. This drive rolling now, another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Out of shotgun, it's Dart. He'll dump this down to the fullback coming out of the backfield. A powerful run, just shy of the goal line, but he has picked up the 1st down. It is 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Steelers come right back to tie it at 7.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
So play caller's dream, 2nd and inches. From the gun, here's Milton. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Dallas.
On the ground, here is Achek. And he finds some space. Tackles after a gain of 7 on first down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
2nd and 3.
To throw, it's Milton. Forced to his right. Escape. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
At the 21-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Throwing is Dart. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down. To throw is Dart. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. This one right well and intercepted. That's the Hall of Famer, Ronnie Lott. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This is fielded inside the 5. He's to midfield. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
So these two teams have pretty much played themselves even through this first half. So the conversation at halftime is, we need that spark. We need that one play. And I'll tell you, Mike, that might be the play right there. I mean, great vision, great speed, just an excellent return to start this third quarter.
And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6.
A 6-yard
Second down.
pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Right back to the fullback. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Meyer good on the extra point. And the Steelers move out to a 14-7 lead.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. On the run to the right. He runs with it. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. To the air, it's Milton. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball at the 26, second and 7. To the air, Penix. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Back to Robinson now on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Ball under 39. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Quick throw there is incomplete.
He could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Robinson with another carry. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it 2nd and 7. They'll throw with Penix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, Penix from the gun, being chased out left. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. That flag, that'll push him back 5. And now on the heels of the pick six, here's their offense on the field sooner than intended as they'll try to make it 8-0.
For the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
6. Falcons, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Ooh, what a move. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Nice throw outside the numbers to pick up the 1st down. It goes down the stat sheet as a short throw, but takes a lot of arm strength to throw it out wide on time, and he made it look easy.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Penix. On the move to his left. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot.
Touchdown! David Njoku from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Looking to throw, Dart. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Dart going to look to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Harrison. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Throwing again is Dart. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here's Dart. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
Falcons 14, Steelers 6. Cade York to kick off.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Cade York to kick off.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
From the 41, here's a second down and 4. Here's Dart. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now a guy who's been a Raider his entire career. This is Marcel Reese. Still going. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marcel Reese, 52 yards. And the Steelers have cut the lead back down to 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he will bull his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
First down, Falcons.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Nate Wiggins. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. Throwing, Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. First man through, it's the fullback use check. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
To throw, Dart. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. Didn't march to the end zone the last time out.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Now we get to the big fullback use check. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here now, 2nd and goal. Throwing his Dart. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to throw for it with Dart. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jackson Dart, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14.
14. Jason Myers set
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here comes 2nd down. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. He's back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And remember now, field goal does you no good. This is touchdown or bust territory. So they took a late shot for the end zone, but the defense, as they've been all game long, up to the task.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. First the ball fully, and it's 2nd down.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
$12 yards between them and the end zone. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Well, they came so close, Charles, they were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leaves them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
So that'll do it for us. For my
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And we're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. On the return, here's Rico Dowdle. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down. Already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Look like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel, doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards, keep your opponent off guard.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. Young shifting his offense around. From the gun on 3rd down. His first throw is an interception. Derwin James picks it. Into the house he goes. It's a pick 6 and a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Sent right down the middle and good. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
7, Panthers nothing. Jason Myers set to kick off.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Returnable from near the end zone. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Sack. Ready. Grenade. Kill. Monday side. Sack. Monday.
Running back sent in motion. Young back to it after the pick. Cuffs, this is Xavier Leggett. He's hit finally forced out of bounds after a gain of about 27 on the play. And that gives Carolina the first. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. And they're shuffling things around a bit. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to manage 13 yards here before going down. That picks them up to first. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's another Panthers first down.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. He goes to the hurry up offense here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. Progress stops. Play winds up going for about 6. That's good for the first down.
Panthers first down.
He's going to read at the line.
At the 31-yard line.
Sack's here.
Looking to throw. Young. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
They may be a dying breed in the NFL, but this is why fullbacks will continue to be used by some teams each and every year. Those bigger bodies, they're almost always good for a positive gain before someone can drag them down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Young throwing here. Throw was caught. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Changing up the call. And that's incomplete, so the defense forces fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
Ready.
Trying a different look to get the conversion.
Monday side. Hey, play to kill, play to kill. Sacks, sacks.
They're going for it, Young. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, drops happen. It's a part of the game. But unfortunately, that's an opportunity he and his offense can't get back. 6 points that literally went right off his hands.
Get the fullback involved here. They're driving closer and closer, Brock. This play made behind the line. They're now back at the 6.
It's a loss of a yard.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
At the 6-yard line.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple. So they'll get to scheme about this third down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of one. 7-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Second quarter all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have it 3rd and 10. It's the corner, J.C. Horn. And now it is 4th and 17.
You've heard me talk about these third downs for years now as the money down. It's usually looking at it offensively. That's how you make your money defensively. Knock them backwards on the critical down and distance.
Return starts from the 45. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Sacks. Poker. Monday,
They kick the running back in motion. Young looking to throw. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here we go. Back side. They're holding to away. Going 20. Monday. Pelicans. Poker.
On 2nd down, Young. And he can't escape. He goes down. A flag, though, down with him. Let's see. Did somebody hold up front, or is this marker going to wipe away that great sack? So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Our offense going audible this time. Here's Young to throw. On him again, and it's the same results. They drop him again. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 48-yard line.
Going with an alternate play here. Running back sent in motion.
Tax. Hey, low here, low.
2nd down coming from Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. And goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of 12 on the play. It's now 3rd and
Miller shifting his offense around.
12. Tax.
They'll air it out on 3rd. They get to him and they drop him. And that's going to knock them out of field goal range.
a loss of 5. It's 4th down.
And we won't see another play here, Brock, as the clock reaches 2 minutes to go. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium, though. Stick around. 4th down, the offense is staying on the field. They're going for it.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, Monday.
Walk into a different play here.
Hey, Monday. Monday, set. Poker.
4th down, Young. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And on 4th down, they respond. 18 yards on the pickup. That's going to be a first down.
18. And the Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Tax here. Poker. Hey, rock. Hey, play to kill.
Back to throw. Here's Young. And this one's going to be incomplete. Catch there, but couldn't survive the contact. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Here's Young, 2nd down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's Cole Bishop.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead. You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in defense, and number 2, you gain respect from your teammates.
He's going to be hit there, and they're going to take him out of bounds after a gain of 11, and that's going to give the Steelers the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On 1st down, they'll run. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one, and he shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, out down that run. The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Approaching the final minute here before halftime. They'll run it from the gun. And they only get a couple when they needed a good bit more, Brock. That's going to make it 4th down. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Sometimes it's not about flash and sizzle, Kate. Sometimes it's about old school football. Give your fullback the ball, and he's going to go get you a couple yards.
They'll go. Here's Dart. That finds Pittman, complete. And they find a weak spot in the defense on that 4th down. This goes for 15 and a first. Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side, on a play like that, you had better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them.
The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Throwing on 2nd, Dart. And it was a big play for a moment, but he can't keep control of it through that hit. It's incomplete. That brings us to 3rd down. Pushing it here to try to at least get into field goal range, Brock, but No yardage there, and they lost some valuable time on that play, too.
One of the keys here as well is, are those receivers going to try to run it back and go again, or do you find a substitute off that sidelines? Because I don't think they're done taking their shots downfield.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And he's going to go down. They haul him to the turf at the 21. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 4th and forever coming up. To throw. Here's Dart. He connects downfield. As we kind of expected, it does not work out. So a little surprised to see him go for it. They're headed off after they turned it over on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Now it's Young. Oh no, they get him yet again. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Steelers will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. Okay, let's put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. He's looking for Colston Loveland. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. He may take away that quick slant. Look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. You anticipated that route. It's Johnny on the spot.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick
Now
off.
Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Hand off to the up back. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. The give to the fullback. And 2nd down only works out for a yard. Well, you taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Caught by his fullback behind the line. Crashes through a tackle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
First down, Steelers.
On play action with Dart. Pressures there again. A big loss back to the 43. And it's Jalen Walker. And it's going to be a long way to go now for these guys on 2nd down.
Yeah, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. Let's start on the play fake. Send the pressure again, and again he goes down. Derek Brown. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down. Starts back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down. So even with a nice gain there, partner, got themselves quite a hole that they haven't gotten out of yet. It's 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive a lot of us thought it stalled out. He's going to carry on. Design quarterback run here. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
31. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And time runs out before we can get another snap here in this 3rd quarter. It's the Steelers with the ball. They're leading, but not by a lot. Fourth quarter getting underway here. This is going to be 2nd and 9. Running it now out of the gun. He's across the 20, still going. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter, they all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
That one right down the middle. And they now lead by 14 points.
Panthers nothing. Jason Myers set to kick off.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Dowdle now to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
39-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Young. Escapes the pocket. Into the hands of Harrison. Brought to the ground as they hit a big on that play block. Looks like they're marking the game at about 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards off the play. That's good for our Panthers.
Young to throw it.
First down.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's going to get run out of bounds. Play goes for about 16 before he stepped out. And that is going to give the Panthers a 1st down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Working inside the red zone. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Offense up to the line fast.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Hey, Monday side.
Young throwing here. To the end zone, but incomplete. He couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Incomplete.
Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Working quickly here.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Tax. Hey, rock.
Young on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his right. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal.
That's it. That's it.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Pass complete there to Harrison. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing his Dart. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
At the 28-yard
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, Dart. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now they'll shift things around. To throw is Dart. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Hey, Duke. Hey, alert. Hey, alert. Go loose.
To throw now, Dart. And that's going to be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And to throw once more, here's Dart. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a guy who's been a Raider his entire career. This is Marcel Reese. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
All I remember from my experience as a defender, when the big fella gets the football, you've got to get on him early before he gets a chance to get up ahead of steam, because once he does that, he's going to leave a lot of tacklers in his wake.